What's up, guys? Studfit here. We have episode 2 of the speed run. That's right, the idea to take the hour and a half, 2-hour episode of the rundown and squish it into a tiny, digestible 15 to 20 minutes and kind of giving you guys a high-level overview of what you need to walk away from this tour knowing. So get your timer started. Let's get into it. I can't do any of the episodes I do without thanking our members. In fact, we added 3 members over the weekend. Absolutely love the Stud fam. It's so fun to have a good number of members join. I think we're up to about 80 now. Can't do what I do without thanking them. All right, so we have a 2-tour celebration. We're used to a 3-tour. Now it's 2-tour. Not sure exactly why. They've condensed it for whatever reason. We'll get into the Samurai Tour, but the main point on this discussion is the Yoshi Tour. We apparently have some better rewards. I see this gold pipe. I kind of wonder if we have this green pipe in this tour in the tokens. I wonder if the next one will be gold. I'm not entirely sure. It might be interesting. They might have it at like 1,000 tokens or something like that. You could pull in this gold one. I don't know how it's going to work, but they have it gold. It looks fun, and they got some other items there. Whether they're better or not is relative. The main takeaway here is you got Yoshi Valley, which is an awesome new track. They've been giving us a lot of these new assumed tracks to be hopefully recirculated every few tours, which I absolutely love. It's been fun seeing new tours and new tracks, even seeing Bowser Castle again and seeing Warrior Shipyard again. It's so much more fun than seeing more Mario circuits and more donut plains, etc. So I'm so excited about that part of the game. It is changing the game here this year. And then we have this Egg Hunt Yoshi Gold. So shout out to all the Yoshi fans out there. You get a gold version. Now it's Egg Hunt Yoshi Gold. So that's what it looks like from the picture. We don't know if it'll be Coinbox, but that is the general assumption of the community. It could be like Dry Bowser Gold or Shy Guy Gold, where they have something else, Bob-omb Cannon or some other skill. Not guaranteed to be Coinbox, but I would treat all your tickets like we have a Coinbox driver coming up next tour. Now, you probably were entering this tour thinking it could be Coinbox just because there's a couple coins on Samurai's head. So maybe you already had that stash. Still hold on to that stash if at all possible. This somewhere in the teens, maybe even 22 tickets if you really want to take a Coinbox driver. I think the luxury of taking it immediately to its max level, those days, at least for the next couple months, will be behind us until we are all caught up. But at this point in time, Egg Hunt Yoshi Gold looks like he is coming. We don't know exactly what skill. We also have some other alts, including White Birdo. We also have some Turbo Birdo Kart and Turbo Yoshi Kart in different colors. Looks, at least from data mining, like that would be the case. It'll be fun. The biggest takeaway, though, from this celebration is this token shop pipe, the TSP. We have those odds in front of you here. Definitely take a look at the rundown if you want more information. But the main takeaway here is you got coins. The best option there is 10,000 coins at 0.5%. You got rubies, 45 rubies, the best percent there. Or the best items there for rubies would be 0.1%. So very, very low for 45 rubies. You got some item tickets. You got some base tickets. You got some normal level tickets. The best level ticket would be high end at 1.5%. So not very high there. Now the cap tickets. High-end cap tickets, 9%, along with all the other versions of the cap tickets. So that's probably going to be something that you're going to get a lot of, considering of all the best items. I know I got a driver cap ticket. I was very excited about that, but no other level tickets or anything like that. And you can actually get brand new items like you would have in the permanent pipe. High ends being 0.5%. So I think as we look back at the end of this year, we'll look back and say, this is probably the best edition of the year. We love pulling. We just also don't like the microtransactions. So this is a cool way for us to earn what we need to. Get 31 pulls or so, but they do, as you pull, the cost increases. So it becomes much more difficult. You'll need thousands of rubies to be able to clear all those pipes. All right, going into pipe 1. Got 3 spotlights, 6% odds. The biggest thing here is you got this Mario Samurai with Boomerang. So let's get into his coverage and all the other coverage of the new items. Mario Samurai, right off the bat, not great coverage. In fact, nearly all his tracks have a top skill, if not Coinbox. So it makes things very, very difficult to want to invest in him and to pull into him right now. Now, here's the thing. The coverage that they're starting with, you have to take it with a grain of salt. It's only about 30% of its total coverage, assuming it'll get one day, somewhere in the 25 to 30 total tracks. So you can't really, it's not a huge percentage of their tracks. So you don't want to put too much stock in that. In fact, a lot of the drivers here recently, if they start with terrible coverage, they end up having not bad coverage overall. I think about Saddle of You last year. His coverage was pretty rough at the very beginning, but he ended up getting amazing buffs over the period of time. And now he's arguably one of the top levels Lucky 7 drivers in the game. And on the flip side, you saw Peach Happy. I think as you look back last year, arguably the best starting coverage of any Lucky 7 driver. And now her coverage has been mainly taken over by Coinbox drivers, and most of her buffs have been a little rough too. So kind of two examples, ends of the spectrum, but I think from this perspective, you're going to want to take Mario Samurai's coverage with a grain of salt and invest if you like him. I think his aesthetic look is beyond beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I love the skill. And just at this point in time, we have so many drivers. We only have so many rubies. So treat that with respect. And just also know that there could be a Coinbox driver next week. Now, the one driver you absolutely have to get, it's a must pull, in my opinion, is Pink Shy Guy Ninja. Pinja, as a lot of people are calling. Great coverage. Got the giant banana. I talked about this last speed run. We saw, thanks to MKD Ben, he did a huge breakdown on all the items and those percentages and odds and all the points assigned to them, and showed us that when you have a giant banana and you get those little tiny bananas jumping off of it, along with using a banana glider, the banana accuracy saw a pretty sizable nerf. Now that's a very unique situation where you're using giant banana and you get the little bananas and you're using a banana glider. I don't know how often that comes up that often, but that was nerfed. And so in my mind, I saw it last tour as, Nintendo is prepping for some giant bananas to enter into our life. This is going to be year of the giant banana. This is just one way for Nintendo to fix the situation. Maybe it was too OP. I don't know, but Nintendo fixed it. I called it out and it absolutely crushed it. Now, there have been other people that said he's going to have giant banana because I know Sammy specifically predicted it, him specifically. But I predicted, I think we're going to have 4, maybe even 5 total high-end drivers this year with giant banana. So get used to giant banana. Shy Guy Ninja is just the second one this year if you're considering the DK suit with giant banana. But Nintendo has kind of fixed the problem, and I see this being year of the giant banana. So let's get it. Let's get it started with this Pinja. Then we got the 2 Mii suits. So these are unique. What I love about it is that the King Boo suit, which is a plus skill, is seen as a rank reward. So there's so many times where people say, it's just 20 rubies to get from first to second. So I'm just not going to worry about it. Or even us whales, we're like, I don't really care too much about 20 rubies. I'll just focus on all cup ranking. I'll focus on this. Well, when we have a Mii suit available, even if like this week 2, we already got it once, we still want it leveled up. And so to be able to level up these Miis is absolutely insane for ranked. It allows everybody to care that much more about getting first and ranked. Now it also gets people a little upset if they don't get ranked too, because there's just more at stake, which I think, to just throw that in there, was a wonderful move from Nintendo. Much better even than some of the new supers that they've been giving us that we haven't used much of. Now here's the thing. These Miis, right now they only have 3 unlocked courses. 1 of 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, and 8. Ooh, scared me there. So it doesn't have quite the level of the other drivers. Now here's the thing. We have the record setter. They got a second level 8 track. So I think that opens things up for the Miis. I think eventually they each will have 2 level 3 unlocks, 2 level 6 unlocks, 2 level 8 unlocks. So don't read too much in that. We now have broken brand new territory where something gets a second unlock. That wasn't the case with level 3 and level 6 unlocks. So huge groundbreaking developments there. Overall, I don't think you have to get all of them. I think if you can get the 70 price, I would not get the level. So I think a few people have even asked about getting, say, the DK suit, again at 100 rubies. Probably wouldn't recommend that. I do think that they will come in pipes. I do think they will come in packs. I do think they will come in other ways in addition to ranked. I think ranked is going to be so far the main reason we get some of them, but I think they will come back throughout the year. So don't get too hung up on getting them. I think if it is key to get maybe one of each, and so if for ranked, just focus on, hey, am I able to win ranked week 1? Whereas 2 my better option based on my loadouts, and really focus in and double down on that if at all possible. But getting 1 is good. I especially wouldn't spend rubies to try to get something to level 2 or level 3, unless that is your thing. Unless you just want to level that up. I've seen some people use the DK suit at level 6 because they love Giant Banana. I probably put it on something else, including like this pink Shy Guy. But anyway, new Miis, there could be up to 24, as we talked about in the last rundown. But again, each of these base points added as you get more. Then we got the 2 new carts. We won't talk too much about the Warrior Wagon. It does start out already doing really, really well in coverage. But to me, the Armored Rider is the better of the 2. It gets 3 Mushroom Gorges and 2 Wario Shipyards. So these are new assumed tracks that might be tough to get for coverage. So it's great to be able to level these up. I highly encourage, if you get any pack, it would be the Armored Rider Week 2. And then out of the 2 gliders, the Sakura Origami Glider is, in my opinion, the better of the 2. It's got great coverage there with Mushroom Gorge, a Wario Shipyard there. It does have some Ninja Hideaway, which it's tough. You almost want to treat some of the Ninja Hideaways like cities, but they're not. They're not, but you kind of want to treat it exclusively. We're calling them Nitro Tracks. That's what I'm trying to call them as. Where they're not recirculating, so you see it in Bam and Gerbs. They treat them like a city track. We don't call them cities, but you almost kind of want to give it that treatment. It does. Some of these items, many of these items have a lot of these Ninja Hideaway, which we kind of consider not assumed tracks. All right, so there we go. Permanent in the pipe. No new drivers, no new carts. There is a brand new glider added to this the permanent selection. That's the Royal Parachute. Good to know that there. For this week 2 pipe, actually, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't think you should be pulling this at all unless you are a Peach or a Daisy fan. There's only 1 new item, so you don't really have to go in it for that. It's probably, some of these items might even come back in special pipes down the pipe. She might have value, but with Giga Bomb, I would, if you follow my advice and don't pull for her, you're going to be thanking me later. However, this special pipe is a must pull. We saw it come out Sunday here. And the odds were a little different than I thought about in the rundown. There was just 1 less spotlight, but overall it's still a wonderful pipe. The biggest thing here is that you want the drivers, except for King Bob-omb, the original. The main reason is this Spotlight driver is a Giant Banana driver. I love Giant Banana. The reason I love it is not just the fun part, but I can front run. I don't have to try to think about trying to control, am I in 5th place, am I in 6th place, am I 7th for that boomerang, or am I in 6th or 7th to try to get that lucky 7. Technically, the Giant Banana has the same type of odds as the coin box, meaning that actually the best chance for you to get this coin box frenzy or a Giant Bonanza frenzy is in that like 4th, 5th position. However, you want to be in front of people. So it's just easier just to focus on getting that Giant Banana frenzy in that 1st place and just resetting it and just let those hits roll. I think it's OP. Don't worry too much about the size. The size of the driver really, really matters for coin box, but not so much for Giant Banana. So, I think if you can get this guy up level, what's a level 4 at least to Giant Banana Plus, that's a huge advantage. And then along the way, you can get arguably the best coverage of any of the boomerang drivers. You got Shy Guy Ninja there. Getting him leveled up is going to be pretty massive. He's got great coverage. Now, he has not been in ranked very much this past year. We can see it for this year. Now, typically we see with alts, you kind of see a variation. You see one of these drivers getting a certain type of coverage, whether it's good or bad. Another one getting different types of coverage. So my prediction is, since Shy Guy Ninja did not get very much ranked last year, I could see Shy Guy Pinja getting a lot of ranked usage this year. Maybe not as much coverage, but a lot of ranked usage. So if ranked really important to you, especially these Mii suits, just a quick prediction there. Carts, they're all right. I think I absolutely love the look of them, but coverage-wise, they're okay. You could do worse. But they have a smaller hitbox, or more medium size in general. But I absolutely love the look. You could do worse on that. The main thing is the drivers. With the number one reason being King Bubba on Gold. If you can get him to level whatever, you're happy. You just want to keep leveling him up. These drivers are really what you want. I will be pulling on Wednesday, so come join me. I think I'll be having my members joining me live for that pipe pull. That'll be fun. For these packs, really, they stacked them all next week. Both of the packs next week I consider studs. These are amazing packs, including this brand new Kart with Mario Hakama. I will say, if you have to get any pack this week, out of the 4 that we have, would be the Peach Happy. She's okay. She's got great skill, and her coverage is okay. But she just has so much overlap, it's really tough. But it's got the nice new glider. So I'd accept this one. I'd say it's a meh. It's kind of not really a dud, not really a stud. But if you have to get one and you're trying to get Samurai, you're trying to get Pink Shy Guy, not a bad one to get. I think they're trying to do this on purpose. They're trying to tempt you with this pack instead of trying to hit on you before your patience is going to be focused on the long term to week 2 and getting those packs. And then they have this useful but dud base points pack to get all these base points for the driver. Really depends on how much you value your time. I don't think it's bad. I think I could use a couple. Think of a couple things I could use that money on better. The week 2 tier shop. You got a couple other items in there. I think the heart balloons is nice to get, but coins are very rare now. It's something you might want to save. And then the premium high end. You probably already know by now whether you're getting the premium challenge or not. I like getting them. The head honcho's not bad. It's got a really tiny hitbox, but really great coverage. But not something I'm really clamoring for. It's more, I'm probably going in more for the rubies and tickets, etc. All right, let's get into the buffs. So I'm just going to want to highlight 2 or 3 buffs here. The main one being the gold Misu. This is an awesome driver that they are making us salivate for the next X number of tours. We were told that you can't get it until you get to tier 80. So those people who cannot get to tier 80, unfortunately, this is going to be the only way to get it for now. I do think they'll open it up into pipes or whatever else, maybe after the anniversary, maybe even 2023. So they're going to make this the best item in the game. Already it's going to be OP based on how many Mii drivers are out right now. As they add more Mii drivers, it's going to be even that more powerful. The other big change, or other big buffs I want to kind of highlight would be Tanuki Rosalina. Got a huge buff there. Peach Happy and Mario Salaview got a nice buff. Treasure Chuck keeps getting overlap. It's kind of rough there, but kind of want to walk away with some drivers. You got 3 supers get some buffs too. For the carts, biggest thing I want to talk about here is the prop cart. Got 3 buffs. All 3 are coin box tracks, and it's got a big hitbox. It's nice and wide. It's kind of like the Cupid's arrow. It's already number 10 on our list. That is phenomenal. So if you have to put tickets on a cart a little too early, this would be the one I'd highly recommend. If you're gonna put tickets on a cart that's a little late but still great, I want to highlight the yellow off-roader. Got another track. It's in ranked. It's a huge hitbox. It's already got a coin box driver there with it too. So those are kind of the 2 I want to mention. Combo Cruiser got a nice buff too. I just want to kind of even that out. And then keep an eye on the Cupid's arrow. It rose a lot on its first tour. I could see that potentially continuing as it's got a nice hitbox there. But yeah, some really good items. Hopefully you're investing in some of these and just be aware. We're making some changes to the algorithm, which we'll get to here in a second. And then for gliders, Record Setter. I've already been predicting it's going to be great. It already has 16 on-city tracks, 0 cities. I love special pipe items that are released there. It got the level 8 unlock, the second one. We've already talked about this earlier in this same episode, but it's huge. I absolutely love that coverage. I love everything about the Record Setter. It's going to be huge this year. If you have to put tickets on it, don't hesitate. And then a lot of the mustaches got some good buffs. These are solid buffs for already solid items. And then the Golden Wings, rich get richer. Major change to the algorithm. Huge shout out to Tabor, who took some advice from a lot of different people, a lot of the content creators, etc. Has made a huge overhaul to the top 10. If you want to see more about it, take a look at the rundown. I won't get too much into it, but the biggest thing here is there's a skill plus overlap category for the drivers. I think the drivers aspect of this algorithm was much improved, and honestly, I think right now this top 10 is probably the best I've felt about a top 10 in at least 6 months. So I absolutely love getting, and I can't wait to get to it. But there also was some changes to the carts and the gliders, putting a little bit more value in ranked use, and I think, and then a little bit less in the weighted course value. Weighted course value being things like a lot of RT tracks. So and some other things going on as well. So I think the main part here is cart size, always king. Now it's 30%. You got ranked usage, 30%. Course value up 30% as well. With the weighted course value, which is, you see here, these are the RT tracks, etc., being decreased. And then glider weights. We actually did some changes to the glider skill, which is only 10%, but kind of rearranged some things based on some feedback. So like things that you would get instead of a coin frenzy, or instead of a coin box frenzy, will be decreased there. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And the ranked use 40%. So these are really kind of like, think about it as like a power rankings. These are the hottest items right now. It's really hard to do that without really taking into consider ranked. So ranked is up the board, ranked is up across the board. With these drivers, huge jump from Kamek, huge jump from Dry Bones Gold. But we have 5 coin box drivers here. 2 Lucky 7. This is the kind of top 10 I love seeing. In fact, out of the top 15, got another 3 coin boxers added. So man, I think when sometimes when we play around with the algorithm, it's either too many coin boxers and it's literally all coin boxers, or it's not enough coin boxers. It's kind of the toadette effect, as we talk about, builder toadette effect. In that we have someone who has a lot of coverage, specifically RT, being really dominant. But if you look at their tracks, you might be using other items. So in this, I absolutely love this list. Tanuki Rosalina, Kamek, Peach Happy, Waluigi Vampire, King Bob-omb Gold, Saddle of You, Peach Explorer, Meowser, Bowser Santa, Dry Bones Gold. Getting into the carts, the top 5 carts are must invest. I think if you invest in anything on this list, those are amazing. Cactar, Yellow Off-Roader, Vampire Flyer, Silver King, Tanuki Kart. I think some people have been hesitant to put in tickets in Silver King, but it's still great, guys. I think even if it's not peaking, that peak rides still for a while. So I mean, the Silver King's still going to have amazing value. Still highly recommend that. Yellow Off-Roader is so hot right now. Really, it's 1A and 1B between the Cactar and the Yellow Off-Roader. So highly recommend anyone investing in that. You know me, I'm a Yellow Off-Roader, Vampire Flyer, Silver King. By Wednesday, those will be 700 across the board for the meta trifecta. You know I love those. But there were some big jumps. Specifically, I want to point out 8, 9, and 10. Some major jumps, mainly around the hitbox and rank percentages, etc. Prop cart, absolutely love it. Combo cruiser, you don't need my word for it. You already invested in it. You absolutely love it. Some things that fell off of here were the golden pumpkin cart, mainly because of its size and how well it's been used. And then finally, gliders. Got Golden Wings, number 1. Still hold that out. A couple other big jumpers were the Candlelight Flight, Pink Gold Meteors, and the Vampire Wings. And then the regular meteor balloons all saw major jumps because of its ranked use. It's been absolutely really, really strong right now. I think for me, Golden Wings is still bonkers in value. Silver Surf Master is still wonderful. So there you go. Top 10 gliders. Moving into the top movers and shakers, we saw a lot of movers and shakers that were coin box drivers, and specifically Gold Cooper Free Running, Dry Bones Gold, Peach Vacation even. Saw some major changes, even a couple other items you may have been not as aware of. Things like Ice Mario finally went up a couple spots there too. Carts, the Broom's got some big jumps. The Star Broom went up 41 spots. Magnum Broom went up 39. This is to be expected for newer items. We're starting to see, with this algorithm change, those jump up as the ranked percentage, because they haven't been out very long, get some spotlight on them. Combo Cruiser, as we talked about, went up 24 spots. Prop Cart also 24. The surprising one for me was the White Snow Skimmer went up 23 spots to number 31. For gliders, the mustaches, Wario and Mario went up the biggest jumps. So Wario's went up 63. Mario went up 58 to 33 and 48 respectively. Some other big ones. We've got Wonderful Wings, now number 29 on our list. Went up 40 spots, a huge jump there. I'd say those are really the biggest movers and shakers. For All Cup ranking this tour, guys, so many items have all 4 of the ninja tracks. Now, 3 of those ninja tracks are used twice, so that adds up pretty quickly. So really, any item connected to Ninja Hideaway is seeing a lot of access here in All Cup rankings. So usually we see things topping out at like used 10 times, 11 times. This tour we have 13 times, and that's for like all of these items that were either released last year or this year for the Ninja Tours. Samurai, King Bob-omb Gold used 13 times. So if you go into this pipe and you get King Bob-omb Gold, this might be your chance to go for All Cup ranking because he is used 13 times. That's massive. Then some of the newer items like that are also along Mario Samurai are used a total of 13 times as well. And then you got Pichu Kata, which will hopefully be the most forgettable driver in the game. I'm sure they'll give her some coverage, but definitely not one I'm going to be using for All Cup ranking. The Sakura Hop Rod, which hopefully if you're going into that same pipe as Bob-omb Gold, you're getting that up as well. With Pink Shy Guy, Ninja Pinja, 11 times as well. And then King Bob-omb Gold used 11 times. And then the Sakura Origami Glider 11 times. So biggest thing here, you got a lot of ninja items. Shy Guy Ninja, really anything in the ninja pipe you're going to be using a lot for All Cup ranking. Won't get into too much, and you can just check out the rundown for that. Some big unlocks. Definitely check out the rundown for this. I think some of the coverage is going to be pretty straightforward for you. I think some of the things that are going to stick out. You might have DK. I think really, especially as we're looking at next week, this Waluigi pinball, you're not going to have any issue finding some coverage. You're not going to have any issue getting to 200 actions. That's going to be pretty easy. The one thing you're going to have to decide on is, are you going to take Pink Shy Guy Ninja to level 8 for Wario Shipyard RT? My personal recommendation, Edito asked this question in our server. He said, if I take it to, I could take it to 6 or take it to 7 and just wait. But I want to take it to 8 because of this Pink Shy Guy Ninja being accessed for ranked. I want to get that suit with the King Boo. And honestly, I was already pretty high on Pink Shy Guy Ninja. Guys, I'm really high. I think if you have to take a drive, if you have to put tickets on Shy Guy Ninja Pink, I'm okay with it, man. I absolutely love front running. We're going to see a lot of banana this year. I couldn't think of a better way to get tokens and just have fun. 2022 is year of the having fun too. So I think if you had to put tickets on it, this is one that I give 2 thumbs up on. Hopefully that helps you out. And then for multiple use for ranked, you probably already know this, but King Bob-omb, the racing suit, and Shy Guy Pink Ninja used 4 times for the drivers, and for the carts, Warrior Wagon and Sakura Hop Rod used 4 times as well. If at least you had the Sakura Hop Rod at level 8. And then for gliders, the big ones are Origami Glider and the Sakura Origami Glider level 3. So basically, if you have ninja stuff, you're going to do really well in ranked. You're going to do really well in All Cup ranking. It's no surprise there. Well, that's all I got, guys. What'd you think? Speed run in less than half an hour. We'll take that. It's always fun to see how long it'll take us, but cutting it down in a third of the time is fun for me. I had fun discussing with you. If you have questions about any of this stuff, check out the rundown. Go ahead and skip to the chapter and enjoy that. But if you don't mind, just leave a thumbs up and look at a worst case scenario. Subscribe so you can set up that bell and let be notified. My content comes out at different times each week. I try to keep it generally the same, but you never know. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you joining me today, and enjoy Pipe Pulls on Wednesday. Thanks, guys.